You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Beerus, the god of destruction. Make sure you subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and push the like button for me, or else I'll Hakai you from existence. Oh, and do make sure to watch the entire video all the way through. And to follow UnrealEntGaming on both Instagram and Twitter. Whiz, enough. On to the video.
So with Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter number 79 now setting the stage for Granolah to eat the senzu bean given to him by Vegeta, the primary assumption going forward is that Granolah is going to ultimately recover by eating the senzu bean in going head to head against the new strongest warrior of Universe 7 Gas. But even with that being the case, many people within the Dragon Ball fandom, including myself, are now asking the question, can Granolah do it, and can he do it by himself? Now, make no mistake about it, after seeing Gas's performance against Goku and Granolah in the previous manga chapter, there is no question that there's something more to Gas than what we're seeing right now, especially if he's fighting everybody the way he is so casually. So this ultimately now begs the question, which is, even if Granolah winds up using his full power as he was once considered to be the strongest within Universe 7, will his power that he used against Goku and Vegeta be enough to stop Gas, or will Gas simply run roughshod in going right through Granolah and perhaps even maybe Goku and Vegeta if they also intervene in this battle? But before we dive any deeper into this video, if you just so happen to be new to the channel and want to be kept up to date with everything in regards to Dragon Ball and the Dragon Ball Super manga, then I do implore you guys to go on over and smash that subscribe button, as well as also clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single video posted onto the channel, as well as also giving this video a big fat thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply excited to see how this is going to go down, because make no mistake about it, I'm going to say this right off the gate, I don't see Granolah being able to pull this off, specifically being able to do it by himself, right? There's just no way. And the reason I say this is because if Granolah was able to do what he did to Goku and Vegeta, and even if you don't want to look at him as being stronger than them, or at least for them to be on par, there's no question about the fact that Gas right now is the most dangerous individual on the battlefield right now, and that's because he has malice intent in inflicting harm, and we see this through his own actions in wanting to behead Goku and also kill off Granolah all at the same time. So unless there's going to be some form of a distraction in getting Gas's attention away from Granolah somehow, then maybe Granolah could, hence the word could, find his opening in either targeting Gas's pressure points or doing something of the sorts to be able to harm Gas enough, and from there being able to take advantage in putting down Gas for good. But at the same time, there have been many people within the Dragon Ball community, within my community, talking about how they don't personally feel as though Gas is going to be the quote ultimate enemy of this arc, as many people do actually think that it's going to be Alec. Now, I don't see Alec doing anything of the sorts to then make himself become the strongest in the universe, because that kind of goes as far as to devalue the wish that he had just made in making Gas the strongest. So if there's going to be anything involving Alec specifically, then I don't believe it's going to have to do with anything in becoming the strongest, but instead, I think that through his sheer intelligence alone, he might be planning and wishing for other things while this is happening. So when going back to Gas and Granolah, we've seen kind of what Granolah was capable of in doing, which was very impressive in putting down Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Granted, he may or may not have been caught off guard. The point still stands that during that moment was the last time we've ever seen Mastered Ultra Instinct in this arc from that moment going forward. So that itself led to Vegeta versus Granolah, which from there Vegeta had tapped into the Hakaishin powers in unlocking Ultra Ego, to where once more props goes out to Granolah in being able to withstand that, because you can only imagine the sheer increase that Vegeta had gotten during that point in doing what he did, only for Granolah from there to discover more of his own power and using that against him. But even then, by comparison, if Gas is supposed to be much more impressive than any of that, then not for nothing, we have a problem on our hands. And unless Granolah can utilize his full power from the jump and not drag this along any more than what it needs to be, in seeing Granolah go all out against Gas, which we do know that Gas's sole intention and purpose is to murder everybody that's there, which at the same time, once more, Alec is actually counting on Gas to get the job done, unlike how he did before in admittingly losing to Bardock during the events of what had happened on planet Sorel 40 years ago. It's a make or break moment for Gas Gas and proving himself to his fellow comrades, because if he somehow drops the ball, then he is a failure. If he ends up succeeding in annihilating everybody, then truly, he has now become the strongest in Universe 7, minus of course Beerus and Whis. But the question going forward then is, what exactly can Granolah do to stop him if he doesn't even know what he's doing during the course of combat? Admittedly, Granolah had told Goku and Vegeta this when asked about the techniques that he was using and the fighting style that he was adapting to, admittingly saying that he didn't know what he was doing, but he was just simply doing it just to see them dead, right? So what does this mean? It means that Granolah is still adapting, because when asked about instant transmission, he said he didn't know, he was just doing it. When asked about Hakai, he didn't know, he was just doing it. When confronting Vegeta about Moro's technique, even Vegeta was surprised, but even then Granolah didn't know what he was doing, he just did it anyway, versus Gas, who seems to know what he's doing by spawning these weapons. And even during the beginning of this arc, when we first saw Gas fight Granolah, we saw how Gas was mainly in control. He was a much more skilled fighter than Granolah, but at full power, with both being the so-called strongest, the question going forward is which one of them is going to pull through in the end as the winner. And for me, I think it's going to be Gas, unless we do somehow see the inclusion of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta stepping in aiding Granolah in a 3-on-1 fight. Only then could I see Gas be so overwhelmed that at that point he wouldn't really be able to do anything, because here you have one guy who is essentially dodging everything you're throwing at him, while the other guy is a complete lunatic in tanking everything you're throwing at him with the intention of destroying you, while lastly you have Granolah, who is a very skilled sniper, but someone who is also still getting adjusted to their newly found power. So I think that by seeing the combined effort of all three parties, do I think that Gas could fall? But then again, it kind of begs the question, can Goku and Vegeta recover fast enough in jumping back in to save Granolah if Granolah is going to be at a significant disadvantage? And it doesn't really imply that Gas versus Granolah is going to be more or less a hand-to-hand combat fight, but instead, similar to Janemba and similar to many other characters, perhaps maybe Gas is going to kind of stick to his guns by reserving himself in using weapons, in being a weapon-wielding warrior. Do I only then think that Granolah is in trouble because Gas, once again, has the intention to kill? But let's just say going forward, if Granolah is somehow able to use his full power, but even then it's still not enough, as it only then proves that Gas is superior, with Gas having to beat him. Does this mean that Granolah will be killed off for good? No, I don't think so. So as long as Goku and Vegeta are there, do I only then believe that everyone has a fighting chance in surviving, which thus means that by the end of it, neither party will be killed off in this upcoming battle against Gas. Now again, you might be wondering, well, why is that the case? Do you really believe that Vegeta is going to allow for Granolah to die? No. Do you really think that Goku is going to allow for Granolah to die? No. So there's more of an incentive for them to have Granolah live on than by just watching him perish by the hands of Gas, considering all the information they now know of. They know that Granolah isn't evil, they know that Granolah isn't the true enemy, they know that Granolah's revenge and his motives have been misplaced due to the Heeters manipulating him, so there really isn't going to be any sort of gain for Goku and Vegeta if this kid were to be killed off by someone who is supposed to be now the strongest in the universe. So by unity in numbers, do I think is the only way that our heroes can beat Gas, considering if Gas right now is at his peak, or perhaps maybe he's also hiding his true power? For us to know that, we're gonna have to wait and see how the story unfolds, but I definitely believe that this upcoming fight involving the two, Gas and Granolah, is going to be rooted A, in history, and B, it's going to be a bloody fight only because we know that these two had beef before, and from the beginning, Gas never liked Granolah to begin with, so he wanted him dead from the get-go, whereas Zelek simply wanted to use him, which kind of then only begs the question as to what exactly can Granolah do to get the upper hand against Gas. Clearly enough, he isn't cognitively aware of using the instant transmission, of using Hakai, of possibly even using other moves that the dragon had granted him, so he just does it anyway through admission. So the only advantage that I believe Granolah may have in this fight against Gas is by targeting his vital points, and even if to some extent, if those pressure point shots don't end up working on Gas, and if Granolah simply can't just do to Gas what he had done to MVY Goku prior, and that's knock him out, then at least it could buy him enough time to momentarily stun Gas as he continuously performs these techniques. But at the same time, who's to really say what the true extent of Gas's real power is actually like? Because right now, based on the evidence provided, Gas seems very calm, Gas seems very focused, and Gas looks like he's really not using his full power, and that's a very dangerous thing, especially if Granolah is using his full power to battle against a calm gas. Now, the situation itself would be much more different if it was full-powered Granolah versus a full-powered gas, but once again, to that, we're gonna have to wait and see what unfolds in Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter number 79 come December of 2021. So I don't expect there to be a victory for Granolah. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if Goku and or Vegeta are both going to step in. Seeing them actually team up with Granolah would go a long way because they just went from trying to kill each other to now working together, and I think that with this kind of indirect union, would that go as far as to show Granolah, hey, these guys really aren't the scumbags that I thought they were, so now I truly do believe that this entire time, my faith and my revenge and my ideology on viewing these people the way I did was most definitely misguided, and I need to do what I can to take down the opposition before getting to Elec. Now, we still don't truly know what Elec wants to do with the Cerealian Dragon Balls, if in fact he's going to make a second wish, a third wish, a fourth wish, etc. Could he be stopped by Goku and Vegeta? Maybe. Could he be stopped by Monaito as a means of either sacrificing himself or just sealing away the Dragon Balls as stone? Maybe. Anything can happen, but more importantly, when going into Gas versus Granolah from a singular standpoint as a one-on-one battle, I'm just openly then going to stand by the side of Gas being stronger than Granolah, but I think that Granolah is somehow going to kind of have leverage over Gas by performing techniques and doing things to kind of stun Gas momentarily, while everybody else goes on to figure out the rest of the situation and coming up with a plan. But in the end, I want to go on ahead and get your thoughts in the comment section below involving the upcoming battle featuring Gas and Granolah, and more specifically, if it's possible to any kind of extent in seeing Granolah be able to actually get the job done against Gas, or if it's likely going to turn into a scenario where despite Granolah having to be at full power, Gas is still going to overwhelm him due to the overwhelming substantial increase that he had gained following the wish that Elec had made in making Gas now the strongest in Universe 7. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. As always, if of course you guys are new to the channel, then I do encourage you guys to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon. That way you guys never miss a single video posted onto the channel, as well as giving this video a big fat thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you're more than excited in seeing what's about to happen in Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter number 79. So once more, thank you all so much for being here. I think that with the overall situation being what it is right now, with Gas having to overwhelm everybody, I don't think that Granolah will be able to do this alone, but perhaps maybe if we see the inclusion of Ultra Ego Vegeta, or perhaps maybe if we see the inclusion of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, could we then perhaps maybe see a difference in this fight with Gas having to lose to all three parties? So once more, thank you all so much for being here, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace! And a quick little reminder before you exit the video, if you guys are unaware, follow me on my secondary channels, which are also used to discuss and talk about all kinds of different subjects and topics, including gaming and live streams, beginning with Unreal Network, which is a channel dedicated in discussing all kinds of movies, breakdowns, current events, scary stories, theories, and more. So if you are someone who is into the entertainment world, then that's the channel for you. So head on over and subscribe over on Unreal Network, which up next is Unreal Vlogs, where I bring you guys a little closer into my life in taking you behind the scenes with vlogging content, parody videos, reactions, motivational videos, uplifting videos, and more. So if you want to get to know me on more of a personal level, then that's the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button to always be in the loop with Unreal Vlogs. And lastly, my gaming channel, Unreal Royale, where on that channel we dive more into the world of gaming, ranging from all different kinds of video games, from Dragon Ball to Resident Evil to Grand Theft Auto, Halo, Gears of War, Minecraft, all kinds of horror games, shooters, RPGs, and more, including live streams. So if you're a gamer and are into the gaming world, then smash that subscribe button over at Unreal Royale and experience the ride with me. I want to thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so very much for your support, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you in the next video.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
UnrealEntGaming, but watching a video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate! Vados, get over here. Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!